You know, of all the draft budgets being vetted at City Hall right now, the Community and Protective Services budget might be the most difficult one. We just got out of a meeting of the CPS committee. Several delegations came down here to talk about the budget. The biggest problem is the city isn't getting the same amount of funding from the province to look after its most vulnerable citizens. So things like funeral services, prosthetics, respiratory equipment, all that stuff is being cut in terms of funding from the province, and the city has to backfill some of the money, but it's certainly not enough to cover all the needs. And during the committee meeting today, councillors found a way to get $250,000 from a capital account in childcare and combine it with another $250,000 in an emergency reserve fund to try to help those people. We talked to Social Services GM Aaron Burry after the meeting, and also Councillor Mark Taylor, who's the chair of the CPS committee. Here's what they had to say.
I think what Council's indicating is that we're going back to the province. They're doing quite a significant work, Council is, with the various associations to get a provincial change. This is very significant from the perspective of what has the arrangement been with the city and the province of Ontario. They've historically cost-shared these services for us, and therefore we've had a greater ability. Now what they're saying is we're basically capping out what we can provide. Their advice to us is work and make your local decisions. What we're saying is we're actually making sure that the residents of our area are best looked after as we can.
Our goal here was to try and, buy a little more time for some folks who are in some dire need, so that between now and the midpoint, when we've asked for staff to come back with the report on how this is rolled out, we have that time to work with the province and try and amplify our case as well. And we meant what we said about the groups that came forward and said, we want your help in advocating to the province about this. So we're going to work with them to try and make sure that the province fully understands the depth of the changes that they've made. And we'll have to deal with next year. But my hope is that between now and then, we carry enough of the water for folks who are in need.
Now looking forward, later this month, City Council will be asked to approve all draft budgets on November 28th. For Sun Media, I'm John Willing.